Hey guys, Jay here, 56 Ford, 2000 Mercury Mountaineer. This is our rolling revival, and let me turn it around. Tomorrow is our first show, and so we're driving, looking forward to it. Let me turn this around and show you what I got. Well, as you've gone through the process, we took this Explorer, tore the body off of it, cut everything down, took this cab of this 56, set it down on top, began to fiddle to figure out what fit, what didn't, where it went. Actually, this cab is a little further back than a lot I've seen. And so right on the window frame of the Explorer here, there's a window frame on the Explorer, and that's what I got the front of the cab sitting on. So it's a few inches back than most. That's why I had to adjust the wheel well. We moved that 5 inches. We did a fender mod right there, and so it gives me more room in the cab. But me being a tall guy, that is very beneficial. Of course, this old truck up on top had been hit by a tree at one point, and so the cab and everything's a little tweaked, and so this whole vehicle's a little bit tweaked. But it was a great experience to be able to put this on an Explorer because we saved it. It wasn't worth trying to restore the truck the way it was. So we've made a runner out of it, and so do have the of course running boards on there. I got the bed. This is actually a different bed. This truck was a parts truck, and so the guy that I got it from actually took the bed off of here and switched it and put these fenders back on his bed. And so it was so bad and so rotted, I actually had to cut the bed down. But this being a long bed cut into a short bed box really does work well. These are actually a little deeper and a little wider, and of course longer than the short boxes are. So left the fuel cap. That's actually my Harley cap, but that is non-operational. Just didn't want to leave a big hole there. We're using the Mercury Mountaineer wheels, and I just painted them black and left the caps on there for now. I do have some baby moons that we're looking at putting on there, and built somewhat of a roll pan. There's a lot of a gap right there, so I rounded that off. I didn't like the way a lot of the trucks come stock with that gap. Also, I don't like those big old giant triangle looking tail lights, so I put the round ones on. You'll find round ones, round headlights, or round tail lights, I'm sorry, on the what is it, like it's the 47 or 47 to 52, you'll find those rounded tail lights on there. Just got my actually old timer plates or classic plates here in Nevada, so that we can run classic insurance and don't have to pay regular vehicle insurance. Haven't got the wood bed in yet. Did pick up, of course, an old trunk just to be able to store our stuff. When we go to the show, we'd be able to put, you know, ice chests and some tools, and have some chairs in there, and, you know, you put your personal belongings, things like that, and just so they ain't rolling around the back of the truck. Like I said, I do have another bed. I don't know if we can see it from here, but yeah, I guess we can, kind of. It's actually right there, and so I will look at pulling that bed apart, which it looks like that bed is actually green, and so it'll match this mint kind of a green color here. So this truck is doing real well at the moment, running and starting. Of course, left the bullet holes in the back of the window. Everybody likes that. The interior, got the stereo going and a commercial going on. What a bonus. Let me reach in and turn that off. There we go. So I got a lot of the Explorer stuff all down here on the bottom, but then I put the 56 cab on top. Still have the original Explorer or the Mountaineer gauge cluster in place. Tried to fill in as much stuff. Have power seat over here. That's just a manual seat. That one's a little higher because I had to give the wife a booster seat, and but she fits now. And so got stereo in and all that stuff. We doors are working good. Got, like I said, everything registered. They still got window cranks and register, all that stuff, and I've not done any of that yet, but that'll all be to come yet. So the Rest of the truck, I like that mirror. I got one more mirror just like that. One's a little bit larger, so I'm gonna put the larger one on this side and the smaller one on the other side. I just dropped the torsion bar bolts by about 4.5 turns, complete turns. Looks like it's dropped it about 1 inch. The right is definitely softer. Probably gonna go a little bit more with that. I've got everything in place right here. So I did put this is actually a plastic cover right here. Covers up a lot of stuff. What is there? There's a air canister there. The brain is right there, the PCM. Then there's a big giant wire connector that's right there. Windshield washer regulator's right there. There's a couple other things, but they're all underneath there, and it just covers it all up, makes it look so much better. So I'm gonna build another piece that I've got the floorboard of the truck still, and I'm gonna put it all across there. But tomorrow's the event we're going to, so we're not gonna be able to get it between now and then. Of course, got the grill and the front end all put together. So this is what it looks like. And man, I'm enjoying it so far. It's got a few rattles, but you know, they all do. Just got to keep working on those. Then, but it's smooth. We're gonna drive, I think it's 65 miles one way tomorrow, and then be able to stay the afternoon and drive back. So we're gonna put whatever 140 miles on it tomorrow. I've got about, I don't know, 25 or 30 on it, probably about 30 miles on it so far. Just driving to the fuel station, taking some laps around the whole community and area. So liking what it looks like, and man, gonna keep tinkering with it. Thanks everybody for watching. Appreciate all the encouragement and support. And if you have any ideas, let me know. Like I said, I do have some moons I want to put on there. I do want to drop that front end down just a little bit more, and maybe even a little bit smaller tires. But anyways, those are all coming time. With money, you know how it is. You can get everything with money and time. All right, let me turn this around. Thanks again, guys, for watching and seeing our progress is. If you have any ideas, let me know. I appreciate it. With or without a hood, that's probably my biggest question. Like, subscribe, comment, all those things. Thanks much.